So let me ask you a question. What's your conversion rate? So WordStream did a study across millions of landing pages for paid ads, and they found that the median conversion rate is 2.35%. So that tells us 97% of people leave. Only 2.35% enter their information. That's surprising. That's surprisingly low to me. If you're in the top 25% of advertisers, then you're getting a 5.31% conversion rate. Okay. And what's interesting is that the top 10% have, a whopping 11%. Well, check this out. If you're able to make your ads profitable at 2.35% or a 5% conversion rate, then congratulations. But wait till you see what I'm about to share with you here with first party data. So this is your typical, marketing funnel, right? You got your different sources of traffic, organic, paid, social, email, direct, any source really. Now you're sending them to somewhere on your website. Hopefully it's not your homepage. Hopefully it's like a landing page specifically for what it is that you're selling. Now, when the visitor gets there, there's only two things that they can do, right? They're going to do one of these two things. They're either going to submit a form and be entered into your CRM and your nurture sequence and then progress along, or they're not going to submit a form. They're not going to do a lead magnet. They're not going to give you their information. They're just going to leave, right? And according to WordStream, 97%, 98% of people don't fill out a form, right? Advertisers are doing 2.35% on average. All right. So what's the big deal? Well, it's sad because you don't know who they are. So you paid to get them there. You paid to attract this person to your website. 98 of 100 are leaving, which means you need to pay for them again. And Facebook's not going to complain about this at all because you have to pay for them again, right? You have to pay a premium to the ad network. If they raise their prices, you have to pay more. And that's Facebook or Google or wherever you're getting your traffic from. And you need to do it over and over and over again, right? Because you're only getting 2% of that traffic. So it's a sad day, right? And it's sad when you realize that you could be getting 20 to 40% of this traffic as identified leads in your CRM. So here's what I mean. This here is a blue cloud. You notice it changed, but this is the same funnel with this person. This example is capturing first party data. So what does that mean? That means that for all 98% of the traffic that leaves, they bounce, they don't fill out a form, you send them through this pixel and you can identify 20 to 40% of those people into your CRM. People, not accounts, right? Not companies. You're not making a best guess at who this is. You're deterministically resolving the identity of 20 to 40% of your visitors, whether they bounce, whether they only visit one page and leave. You now know it's, Bill, Bob, Joe, Alice. You know their names, their email address, their mailing address, a host of other information that you can import into your CRM, what company they work for, their job title. And what that means is now you don't need to pay a premium to get in front of this audience because you know who they are. And this is the power of first party data. Now, what makes it first party data? In a nutshell, you got this information directly from your first party visitor, right? So you got it directly from your visitor, and it's a first party interaction, which is different from third party. Now, if you're not clear on the difference between first and third party, I highly recommend you Google it. Google has been very public in announcing that they will be phasing out third party cookies in February of 2022. Now that's right around the corner. So this is first party data, and it allows you to create a permanent record of your visitors, meaning you don't need to go back and pay a premium to get in front of this audience because you know exactly who they are. And it's portable, so you can bring it to any ad network that you want. So here's what I mean. Once you have them in your CRM, right, or your CDP, whatever it is that you use to store your audiences, you're able to deploy a multi-channel approach. Now, true multi-channel. Now, there are really 19 different channels that you can deploy here. This is a few of them. You can deploy retargeting ads, right? Because you have the audience, you know who it is. You can go to Google and say, hey, Google, go show these people these ads. You take a list of Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter. Any ad network allows you to upload a custom audience. That's the power of owning and controlling your first party data, is you're not subject to the whims of Facebook increasing its ad costs, right? You can go to a different ad network. You retain the power of your data in your audience. Now, you can send them a personalized LinkedIn. So you can give this list. You could divvy up amongst your sales team, and everyone, gets to send out LinkedIn connection requests to your prospects. You can send personalized retargeting emails based on the topic. So not only will you know who it is, but you know that Bob visit your page on blue widgets, Alice visit your page on green widgets, right? So guess what? When you get an email, when you send them an email, you're going to send them exactly on what it is that they expressed interest in. Do you think that'll increase the relevancy in their inbox? You're going to receive replies like, how did you know? Or you had perfect timing. I was just thinking about this, right? Now we have call scripts on how to have these calls. And for the emails, we the only way to do this is to provide value that makes their life better, right? The only difference is, the only advantage is now you know exactly who they are, and you know what topic they're interested in or what product they're interested in. All right, gives you a massive advantage over your competition that's going back at settling for 2% and paying a premium to go get in front of their audiences instead of just capturing that first party data. All right, so there are a number of other things here. There's 19 in total, as I mentioned. There's addressable radio and TV. What does that mean? Think Spotify ads, audio ads. Think Pandora. Think Roku. That's addressable radio and TV. Of course, you could do phone call. You can do outbound calls. You can send something in the mail. This is working really well for real estate. It's a high ticket item. So you know that Tommy, right? He saw your ad. He clicked on your ad. He visited this specific house, but he never filled out the lead form. Guess what? You can send him a letter in the mail with listings that are relevant to his price point, to his area. Let that sink in and think about how powerful that is. When your competition is sending emails out to everyone within a 15-mile radius, you just identified the needle in the haystack of people clicking on your ads, expressing interest, and they're just one step away from becoming a client. All right. So that's the power of first party data. That's permanent, right? Doesn't expire like a cookie does. It's portable. You can take it to any ad network that you want, and it puts you in control of your first party data. All right. So I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to learn more about this, you can check out a demo video on LeadMaven.ai. And there's really, this is not something that Google and Facebook will provide, because, of course, they're in the business of selling ads. So the more people that can capture their first party data before, third party cookies are phased out, it'll give you a massive competitive advantage over the other people competing for your audience. Because I didn't mention this, but when you bring your own audience to Google, you actually reduce your CPM by 25 to 75%, because you know who they are. You're taking a list of people, you say, hey, Google, show these ads to these people. Immediate reduction in cost. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Visit LeadMaven.ai to learn more, and best of luck.